We are going to be playing Commander games. I'm playing Kynaios and Tiro of Meletis. Chris is playing... What are you playing?
Sidisi, Brood Tyrant.
Fletch is playing Marchesa of the Black Rose. Hey Billy is playing Jodah, Archmage Eternal. I rolled the highest number, so I am going to start it off. I will draw, and then I will play a Seaside Citadel tapped. Pass the turn.
Draw, Command Tower, Birds of Paradise, pass.
I will draw. I will play a Nomad Outpost, tapped and pass.
Mere Guildgate, tapped and pass.
Untap, draw, mountain, rampant growth, and I will search for a swamp. I will search and shuffle during an opponent's turn. Pass the turn.
Untap, draw, play an Underground Sea. I'll tap 2 for a Wall of Roots, and I will pass.
I will untap, draw. I will play a Thriving Isle, and color I will choose is green.
I was going to say, I love those jumpstart lands, except for the fact that they fall into the same problem as what were the other ones that had counters on them, where you just like forget to use them ever, or like forget
The Thriving one?
Yeah, I'm with you. Missing triggers is a very large issue.
Anyways, is it my go after that? Yeah.
Just for the viewers at home, Fletcher, you're talking about the Vivid lands.
Yes. Shiv and Reeve.
Vivid's in the name of each of those.
Yeah, I could definitely
That on the bottom.
put a Scryfall link in the description. I'll do that. That'll show them all.
I will pass the turn after that.
I'm going to untap, draw. I will play a Temple of Mystery tapped, and when it enters, I'm going to scry 1. I'll stick it on the bottom. I will play Kadama's Reach. I get to search my library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal those cards, put 1 into my hand, and 1 onto the battlefield tap. I will get a Plains and a Mountain. Then I will pass the turn. I will search and shuffle during an opponent's turn, and I will put the Plains into the battlefield tapped and the Mountain into my hand.
Tap, draw. I will play an island, and I will tap 4 for Sidisi. GETBs, I mill 3. I hit a Reclamation Stage and 2 lands, so I get a zombie. Then I pass.
Untap, draw. I will play an Exotic Orchard. I'm assuming somebody has green.
I do.
I will tap 3 to play Fayborough Elder. I will pass it.
Draw.
Oh, and Fayborough Elder is 2/2 right now.
Well, I will pass the turn after that.
Alright, I will untap. I will draw. I will play a Rugged Prairie. I will play a Mog Maniac, and then I will tap 4, and I will play Kynaios and Tiro of Meletis. Then I will go to my end step, and Kynaios and Tiro of Meletis will trigger. I get to draw a card and put a land in my hand onto the battlefield, and you guys get to choose whether you want to draw a card or put a land in your hand onto the battlefield.
I'll draw.
I will also draw.
I'll put a land.
Then I'll pass the turn.
Tap, draw. Fletch, you don't want to be on that throne anyway. So I'm going to attack you with Sidisi for 3 commander damage. On the attack, Sidisi mills 3. Exotic Orchard, Fiend, Artisan, and Caustic Caterpillar. That's at least 1 creature, so I get another zombie. I will play Forest Return, and I'll pass.
Untap, draw. I will play a Forest. I will tap Fayborough Elder and these 2 to play Jodah. I will tap Forest, Birds of Paradise, and I will pass the turn.
Draw. Swamp, black, and colorless. I'm going to murder the Mog Fanatic.
How sad. Go to the grave.
As in the card murder?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm going to Blasphemous Act.
Oh, that's why. All right.
I will free cast Flawless Maneuver.
Okay.
What does that do again? I forget.
All of his stuff is invincible.
Oh, nice. Well, that hit you hard, Chris. Got
Yeah.
4 lands left, and that's it.
Well, that's my turn.
I will untap. I will draw. I'm going to play Incendiary Command for 5. And I get to choose 2. I'm going to choose for each player to discard all the cards in his or her hand, then draw that many cards, and then I get to deal 4 damage to each to target player. So I guess I'll hit Billy with that 4 damage, and then everyone can discard your hand and then draw that many. Well, I will play a Stomping Ground tapped, and then I'll pass the turn.
I will draw. I'll play a forest. I will tap 5 for the Scarab God, and I'll pass.
Oh, that's real
Nice.
good.
Untap, draw, play an island for turn. I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get all my colors and play Runescar Demon.
Ooh.
I will tutor for a card. I do not have to show you. And I'll shuffle when my turn's over. I'll tap 5 more to play Archetype of Endurance. Creatures I have hexproof. Creature opponents have lose hexproof and cannot gain. Then I will swing 4 commander damage in the air. Griffin.
I will go down to 36.
Pass.
Draw. Mountain. Chaomancer. Go Return Blasphemous Ash. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures, so I need to pay 2. I'm going to Blasphemous Ash. Yeah, once the hexproof came out, I was kind of like, okay, yeah, this is the one, I think.
I have
Yeah.
a feeling I should have brought out Indestructible instead.
Good lord.
Could have gotten Avacyn. Avacyn would have been quite a bit better if you have it in there.
No, I don't.
No.
Otherwise, that is the obvious.
Right.
That is my turn.
End step, Scarab God returns to my hand.
I will untap, draw. I will play a forest, and then I will play Grothama, All Devouring. It is 3 green for a legendary creature worm. Other creatures have, when this creature attacks, you may have it fight Grothama All Devouring. When Grothama leaves the battlefield, each player draws cards equal to the amount of damage dealt to Grothama this turn by sources they controlled. And
One of my
then,
favorite Magic cards.
it's great, I love it. And then I'm going to play Druid's Call on it. 1 in a green for an enchantment. Whenever enchanted creature is dealt damage, its controller puts that many 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens into play. Then I will pass the turn.
Tap, draw, play a forest return.
Sorry guys, can I just interrupt here briefly for one moment?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because Fletcher, I know the wheels are already turning in your head on this one. The way that the stack works is when you attack with the Marchesa trigger, the Grothama trigger will resolve before the Marchesa.
Oh,
so it
no, I'm
won't
well
get...
aware. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
don't worry.
Just wanted to double check before a fucking huge mistake happens.
No, yeah.
In
No,
terms
I
of the
was gonna
fight
make Grothama
trigger,
too,
yes,
so I know
but it
how
has to
works.
die in order for the draw trigger to go off. But in terms of the fight trigger, yeah, that'll happen on attack.
He's talking about the fact that like I'd get all excited about killing my own creatures, but they wouldn't have the counter on it if I were to kill them using Grothama.
That is accurate.
I'm going to pay 1, 2 for an Embalmer's Tools, and then I'm going to pass.
Can I recover?
Hey, I haven't played like a single card other than just like hate cards so far this game. You can come back.
Arcane Sanctum tapped. And I'll tap 3 or 4 for Bident of Thassaly. And I will pass it.
Draw. Mere Signet. Tap that. That. Una's Blackguard.
What does that do again?
Speakable Symbol. Flying 1/1. Each other rogue creature you control comes into play with an additional +1/+1 counter on it.
Got it.
Whenever a creature you control with +1/+1 counter on it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card.
Very good. Oh no. We lost someone. Is he back? I think I just
And then I
heard
played Unspeakable Symbol, which is
there's...
pay 3 life, put a +1/+1 counter. And that's my turn.
I will untap. I will draw. And then I will play Volcano Hellion. Volcano Hellion is 2 red, and it has Echo Axe for X 0 life total, so it'll basically just die next turn unless I want to pay a lot of life or mana. And when it comes into play, it deals an amount of damage equal of your choice to you and target creature. The damage can't be prevented. So I can basically pay any amount of life to deal that much damage to Grothama. when it enters the battlefield. So it's a one-time thing. So I'm going to pay 20 life, which will put me down at 16 life, but will deal 20 damage to Grothama, which will make 20 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens, and will draw me 20 cards.
I don't think I have another way to get Blasphemous Act back, boys. I'm sorry.
If this gets blown up, I'm pretty screwed.
Well, here's the thing. So, has anyone else? Do we have any responses to the creature
Yeah.
that was just
No.
cast? No. Okay. Now it deals the damage, and the squirrels go on the stack.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any responses to that?
No.
No.
Okay.
I'm tapped
The
out, so.
The squirrels come into play, and Grothama dies, leaves the battlefield, trigger goes onto the stack. I have a response to that.
Okay.
I'm gonna cycle nimble obstructionist to counter target activated or triggered ability that I don't control. So I'm gonna counter your card draw.
Oh, that sucks.
All I'm saying is you got 20 squirrels, and I've only been helping.
I have 6. Well, okay, you have a point, but I have 16 life and no way to pump my squirrels. They also don't have haste. So it's going to have to go around multiple rotations of the table with no one responding. But my best hope at this point is I'm going to pay 6 for Chandra Flamecaller, and then I am going to... Shit, I have no cards in hand. Alright, I'm going to pay 0 to discard all the cards in my hand, which is none, and then draw that many cards plus 1. So I will draw a single card, and then Chandra will have 4 loyalty, and I guess I'll pass the turn.
I will untap, draw. I will cross my fingers for some luck. I'm going to pay 6 to cast Sidisi, and luck in the sense of filling my board to protect myself from the squirrels. I'll cast Sidisi. When she ETBs, I mill 3, and I hit Path of Discovery, Champion of Lambhold, and the Gitrog monster, which is at least 1 creature. I get a zombie. Now I can untap zombies I control to mill 1, or to have somebody. Well, I'll pass for now.
Tap, draw. I'll play an Opulent Palace tapped, and then I'll tap 2 to play Rampant Growth, and I will bring out a mountain, and I will pass.
Draw. Black and a blue. Red. Colorless. I will attempt to cast Marchesa.
No responses.
Any responses?
Nothing.
No.
Start getting blockers up just in case. Woe Strider. Make a goat. Is that the most life right now?
I'm at 40. Billy, are you also still at 40?
No, 36.
Sorry, my dear boy.
Yeah.
Discard a card. Take 2.
Well, fortunately, I have Genesis in my hand, so I will happily discard that.
I'll play a Steam Bench. It'll pass my turn.
Okay. I will untap. I will draw.
Actually, I will have 2.
Okay. I will 0 Chandra Flamecaller to discard all the cards in my hand, then draw that many plus 1. 3. Then Volcano Hellion is going to die at the beginning of my upkeep because of the Echo cost, and I will play Kynaios and Tiro of Meletis. Chris, I am going to attack you with my 20 insects. You've got plenty of life to spare, and you'll be able to get rid of 2 of them.
I will block 2 of them.
Ensure I don't attack you anymore.
That is true. I'll block 2 of them. I will, before damage is dealt, tap an untap zombie to mill myself 1. Corpse Connoisseur. I get another zombie. I guess I don't really need to continue that chain right now. Okay, so 2 of yours die. I take 18.
Yep. I will go down to 18 insects. Or sorry, then I will go to my end step, and Kynaios and Tiro will trigger, and I will draw a card.
I will draw.
And then I will pass the turn.
When I get priority in your end step, I'm gonna.
Quick one for you guys. Perez, your blocking zombie didn't die. It's a 2/2. The squirrels are 1/1s.
You are right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
good point.
In the end step, I'm going to tap another zombie to mill myself 1. I hit an overgrowth to draw. Fuck. I forgot to activate Genesis during my... I'll play an Alchemist's Refuge. I think I'm going to do this out of sheer ridiculousness that that could occur. I'm going to tap 7, and I'm going to play a Thorn Mammoth,
Ooh,
which says whenever Thorn Mammoth or another creature enters the battlefield under my control, it fights up to 1 target creature I don't control. It is a 6/6.
nice.
If that hits, I will have it, when its trigger hits, I will target Marchesa for the fight.
Yeah, I'll pay 3.
So you'll pay 3 in response to that to put a counter
Yeah.
on her. So actually, wait a minute. Am I doing this right? Because if I respond to that with another fight trigger, that right, yeah, that's the whole point. All right, I'll tap an untapped zombie I control to mill myself 1. I hit a Splinter Freight, which is a creature, which is a zombie, so I'll put another fight trigger on the stack in response to your...
Is it the mammoth that fights, or is it the zombie?
It's the mammoth. Actually, wait a minute. Would the creature die? Do we have to resolve the whole stack before the creature die, or do we check state-based actions in between things resolving?
I don't know. I think I can just unspeakable symbol again, though.
You check
That's my
state-based
point,
actions.
which is what I want. I want to hit
You
you for
check
3.
state-based actions in between resolving.
Okay, so then this works. So then every time I do this, you'll have to pay another 3 life.
That is accurate. He could also,
Okay.
but you can respond for as long as this stack is active. But what he can do, Fletch,
Okay,
is
yeah,
he
no.
can
What I'm
pay
gonna do
enough
is I'm
life
gonna.
to kill your Thorn Mammoth, and he will still have to pay the 3 life for every single time that you tap a creature within this
wait up.
stack. But once this stack resolves, you could kill his Thorn Mammoth.
Okay, so I got another ETB, so now the play is to you to pay another 3 life.
Yeah, I'll do it. I don't care.
Okay, then I'll tap another zombie, and I'll mill 1. I missed Agadeem's Awakening. I'll tap another zombie. I'll mill 1. Sir Conrad the Grim. I make another zombie. Another
Nice.
3 life from you, presumably. I'll tap another zombie. Mill 1. Murderous Rider. I've got 4 of these
Yeah, I'll pay
now.
another
Tap.
3, and then
I'll tap another zombie. Hypnotic Sprite. Will that be another 3?
yeah, I'll pay another 3. Oh, sure, why not?
Okay, I will tap another zombie. I hit another creature.
Jesus Christ.
You are getting some good luck.
This is exactly what I hope for. Well, I built this deck. There's 55 creatures in this deck.
I guess 5. So, but
5.
Tap another zombie. Steal Hellkite.
oh my
You pay another 3?
Don't just let her die. Fuck this shit.
god. What life
Actually,
you
you know
at?
what?
What life you at?
I'm gonna sack her to Ghost Rider and Scry.
There you go.
Nice.
I'll leave that on top. And I'm at 17 right now.
Oh.
So.
I
I'm a
will.
loser, but Jesus Christ.
And Billy, you have no blockers, right? I'll swing it. Oh wait, I'm gonna be taking a lot more insects to the face potentially. Is 3? Oh no, because I could hit another zombie. No, I'm gonna attack Billy with Sidisi for 3 commander.
Okay.
Sidisi's
And
not
I'll
a
mill
zombie.
3.
Are they?
No, but when she attacks, I get a mill 3 trigger.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
And
checking.
I hit Wonder, so now all my creatures have flying.
Oh, shoot.
Wonderful. I get a Thorn Mammoth trigger. Thorn Mammoth has taken 4 damage or 3 damage from Marchesa this turn. I will have it fight one of the squirrels.
All right, I will go down to 17 squirrels.
Then I will tap a zombie to mill myself 1. Oh, I hit. Okay. All right. And I will pass.
Your end step, I'm going to go Brainstorm.
I'll draw Jodah, and I'll.
Did you say you'd pass?
Yep.
Draw. Greaves. Go Overload Mizium Mortars.
What does that do?
4 damage to each
4 to
creature.
everything.
Well,
4 damage to each creature. Ooh,
goodbye,
alright. In
insects.
response to that, I'm going to tap a zombie to mill myself 1 and hit a mesmeric orb and nothing else.
Alright. 4 damage to each creature, so I will lose all of my insects. Honestly, I'm not that sad. I don't have to deal with those 2/2 zombies. Because I was kind of scared of that.
I was less concerned about the insects than the 2/2 zombies at that
Yeah.
point. So, and then I'm gonna hit you, Chris, for 2, and you discard.
Yes, the disc.
And I'm tapped out. So.
Oh. Sorry, how much damage is that?
Actually, no, wait. Before that, I'm gonna equip Lightning Greaves to on his blackguard, and then I'm gonna.
Nice.
How much damage was the
2?
2?
I will untap. I will draw. I'm going to gamble. So I'm going to search my library for a card, and then I put that card into my hand, and I have to discard a card out of my hand at random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to roll a dice. Okay, that's a 1. So I'm going to discard a Temple of Plenty. I'm going to play Fiery Emancipation. 3 red for an enchantment. If a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage to that permanent or player instead.
I'm going to tap to negate.
Ah, darn. Okay, gets countered. Alright, then I will 0 Chandra Flamecaller to discard all the cards in my hand and then draw that many cards +1. So I will get 4 cards. I'm just going to pass the turn, and on the end step, the Kynaios and Tiro trigger will happen. So you guys get to
with
either...
that trigger on the stack, I'm just going to attack the goat and scry before the draw.
I'll draw.
Okay. I will draw.
Yeah, true.
I will play a land also. Then I will pass the turn.
Untap. In my upkeep, I will pay 3 to return Wall of Roots to my hand. Draw. Cast the Wall of Roots. The Thorn Mammoth will fight Woestrider.
It just dies.
I'll pass.
Draw. I will tap 7 Zendikar Resurgent. I'll pass it.
Start this off with a wee ponder. Shuffle. Come on, some kind of murder spell. Deal with this stupid thorn bite.
I want some life gain because I paid my 20 life for 2 things. The squirrels, which are nice, but I probably wouldn't have paid 20 life for that because I knew they'd get removed. And for the draw, which I didn't even get, so I'm just sitting here hoping that I don't get killed.
We're actually all in the same neighborhood of life, except for Billy,
5.
who's at 33.
Yeah, except for Billy.
That's a good point, actually.
Put a counter on her with Unspeakable Symbol. And then I'm also
How much life? Wait, how much life do you have?
14. Then I'm also going to move Boot because, like we just said, Billy has had a lot of life. I'm going to attack him for 3 in the air. And then you have to discard a card, Billy.
Sure. I'll discard Thriving Eye.
Probably should have tapped my land slightly differently, but I didn't, so go.
Okay, and in the end of your turn, I'm going to Eladamri's Call. I get to search my library for a creature card, reveal that card, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. I'm going to search for Brash Taunter, which is 4 and a red for a creature goblin with indestructible, and whenever it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent, and it has 2 and a red tap. Brash Taunter fights another target creature. Alright, then I will go to my turn. I will untap. I will draw. I will play my Brash Taunter, and then I will play Tamanoa. Then I will pay 0 to of Chandra Flamecaller's loyalty ability to discard all the cards in my hand and then draw 4 cards. Then I'm going to play a Command Tower and a Talisman of Curiosity. I will pass the turn.
On tap. During my upkeep, I'll pay 3 with Genesis to return the Nimble Obstructionist to my hand. Draw.
Oh, at your end step, did you do the your commander's thing?
Oh, my mistake. You guys get to either draw or play a land.
Oh, I would take a draw on
point.
that.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Griffin, what's your other creature all the way to the end?
I have a Taminoa, a Kynaios and Tiro of Meletis, and a Brash Taunter.
I'm going to cast an Elvish Reclaimer, which triggers a Thorn Mammoth, who I will have fight Taminoa.
Man, I was really hoping that you wouldn't kill that. Alright.
Well, if you're going to gain a bunch of life, that's going to be a problem.
Well, you know what? Here's what I'm going to say. You can do that, but you're going to regret it. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do to you, but you will regret it. So,
well, my other option was that my other option was that Fairy Rogue. The only other option is that Fairy Rogue, which right now only makes sense to attack Billy because he's on the throne and he will be for a while. So Fletch is going to want to keep that getting bigger.
I mean,
I don't really.
You'll be in a pretty bad situation either way, but you'll be in a worse situation if you kill it. It's up to you.
Well, I mean,
I don't believe that.
I'm gonna have to do it. Like
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not going to forego the value.
That's fine. I'm not saying you should. I'm just presenting you with options. You have 21 life, right?
I'm at 18 life.
Oh, 18. Okay.
I'll also play a Diligent Farmhand. And with that,
you have an attack. You have a fight.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing. Do I want to get rid of that fairy? Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of Billy not having as many cards, but it doesn't. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the fairy because at least it's gonna come back and I won't be so big. Yes, the fairy. That's another reason why the fairy. Griffin, you had the only targets.
Yeah.
The only targets that made any sense. Okay, and then I could attack if I wanted.
I'm willing to make a deal with you. If you want to fight my Brash Taunter, you can choose who takes the damage. Whenever Brash Taunter is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent.
What a wild deal.
I mean,
It's good
I'd
for
be
both
willing
of
to instead of hitting that fairy, which is just going to come back, I'd be willing to hit the Brash Taunter to knock Billy down to closer to our life totals.
All right, cool. Anytime. If anyone wants to deal damage to Brash Taunter for me, then go ahead. You can choose who takes the damage.
All right, so then that's 6 to Billy then.
Yep.
And that fairy is still tapped, Fletch. And I will pass from there.
I'll draw. I'll play an island, play Jodah, play Beacon of Tomorrow.
He gets an extra turn, and he shuffles it back into his library.
Go to my next turn. Draw, play Maelstrom Wanderer, Cascade twice. First is Haven Elf, second Cascade,
Lotus Petal.
And I still have 5 of my colors floating. I'll use that 5 to play Enter the Infinite.
Get to draw the whole deck.
I will play Myojin of the Life's Web. It comes with a divinity counter, and then I will remove the divinity counter to put any number of creature cards from my hand into play.
You chose a win con that was an activated ability, and I've got this Nimble Obstructionist in my hand.
Beacon of Tomorrow again.
Oh, you get infinite turns that way.
I'll just attack Griffin with flying 4 in the.
I'll go down to 12.
Yeah, so you have infinite commander damage from Jodah against everyone except Perez.
So now I'm gonna go to my next. Draw my Beacon of Tomorrow. Ruinous Ultimatum.
Destroy non-land permanents opponents control.
All right, so now with the Beacon of Tomorrows and the Flying Jodah on the battlefield, you have infinite commander damage against 3 opponents.
Nope, my creatures come back.
The winning line for Billy is to Beacon of Tomorrows and keep Jodah-ing and keep getting in with Jodah against the people that had no flying blockers, which is everybody except Chris.
And then just beat the shit out of him with giant
cast the thing that and then cast the thing that destroys all the non-land permanents and then attack Chris.
Well, we all lose the game because Billy just won.
Well,
Nice
yeah.
win, Billy.
Yeah, Billy's got the winning line here.
Yeah. Good game.